Alright, so like every time I get a request to do a lesson video, it's one of those awkward times of the year where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna grow my mustache out for a week, and I just look like a shitty version of Burt Reynolds. So that's that, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna zoom out of my ugly face and zoom in on the fretboard. So this is a lesson for Bad For Me by Webbed Wing, and you guys can screenshot this if you need, but I just have the whiteboard for the structure and whatever. So basically, this song is in standard tuning, but there's a capo on the second fret that you will need to play the song. So you don't have to tune your guitar to anything, but make sure you get a capo for the second fret. And there's really only two riffs, but I'm just going to go through the structure. It's pretty easy. So I'm going to be referring to the frets in relation to the capo. So like the third fret is really gonna, I'm gonna be calling it the first fret, even though it's really the third fret, if that makes sense. So anyways, like I said, standard tuning and capo on the second fret, and you're gonna want like a distortion lead channel, and I dialed in like a plexi tone, like a dirty Marshall plexi tone, and then for the choruses I use the same tone. I just put like a OCD style boost over the top, so it's a little bit thicker. It's not mandatory, but just that's what you'll hear in the cover. So anyways, the intro and the first verse and the pre-chorus are the same riff, and it sounds like this. And so on. So you're gonna get the same chord shape for all four of those chords, and you're just gonna slide down. So the first one is 7, again really 9, but 7, 9, 9 on A, D, and G. You're gonna mute the low E with your middle finger. Like I play it like this, where and then I use my middle finger to mute the low E. And then you're gonna also want to make sure that you're keeping the open B and E strings. So you get this kind of. So you're gonna want to fret A, D, and G the whole time, and keep B and E open for the whole riff. And it starts, like I said, 7, 9, 9. You can slide down a full step to 5, 7, 7. Then half step 4, 6, 6, open, open. And then another half step 2, 4, 4, open, open. And that's the whole first, like the intro and the first verse, and the same thing for the pre-chorus. So when you go into the chorus, it turns into this other chord thing, where I didn't use the open for the strings that use the low E string. So it's the first chord, you go from the verse or the pre-chorus into open 2, 2 on E, A, and D. It's basically like an E power chord, but here it's F sharp. So, and then that original chord shape, 2, 4, 4, open, open, muting the low E. Then back to the low E, 2, 4, 4 on A and D. So, and then original chord shape, sort of, because you're muting that low E again, but it's open, 2, 2, open, open, like an egg chord. So that all together it sounds like. And then the very last bar that they do it skips that F sharp, that 2, 4, 4 on the low E. Well, here G sharp, but it skips that, so it just goes open 2, 2, mute 4, 2, 2, open, open, mute, open 2, 2, open, open. So it's like. Back into the verse. So you go into the second verse, and it's the same thing as the first verse. The pre-chorus for the second time, though, he's just ringing those 4 chords. So it's the same 4 chords, but it's just. Back into the chorus. This song's pretty simple. It's mostly those 2 parts. There is an outro, and you kind of ring on that original, 799, and he kind of picks up like 99, like. you'll hear for the pick patterns and things like that, and then they kind of just jam out that intro riff at the whole, like the ending, and then there's like a bunch of feedback at the end, and it's just that ends on that original chord, and then kind of the feedback comes in. So that's pretty much the whole song. It's super easy, but it's a really great, well-written song. As far as like the melody goes, the rhythm section's right on, and those chords are really all you need. So I really enjoy listening to it, so I just decided to learn it in order, the album. I'll keep coming with the next ones. Let me know for a cover or lesson suggestions for stuff. I'm pretty much stuck at home and don't have anything to do besides YouTube, so I don't make any money from it, but it gives me something to do right now, which is nice. Also, if you like rock music, check out Pretty Grims with my buddy's band. I'm wearing their shirt right now. They put out a video on YouTube, and their new EPs on Spotify and Apple Music and all that, so definitely give them a listen if you're into like alternative rock and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, and let me know what I should do next.